Hello everyone, and welcome to our Assassin's Creed Odyssey Let's Play. Today we continue our adventure with creating opportunity.
Goddess of war and wisdom, does it please you, I wonder, to watch your city on the verge of battle?
Chiere,
I might have a job for you, if you're as good a fighter as I've heard.
you've heard of me?
Don't let it go to your head. I hear about everything that happens in this city, Mystios.
With flattery like that, how could I possibly turn you down?
I'm not trying to flatter you. I'm trying to hire you. I need some Spartan military targets removed.
I'll help you if I can. Depending on what it is you need, General...
Demosthenes,
Very good.
my spies tell me the Spartans are mobilizing. What I want you to do is hamstring them. Get into their forts and remove the commanders in charge.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm thrilled you approve. You'll need to bring me the seals of the commanders you kill as proof. You'll be amply rewarded.
Those don't seem like standard Athenian tactics.
They're not. But it will work, and that's what matters. We've already lost too many Athenians to those savages using traditional warfare. The other generals disagree, but I refuse to let them destroy our chances.
What do they want to do?
They want honorable face-to-face warfare, pitting our forces directly against the Spartans. We're not going to win a contest of strength against those brutes. We need to outthink them. So, will you kill the commanders?
All right, I'll take the job.
Good. I might not have approval to deploy our men to do this, but I'm not about to let that stop me.
What's so special about these seals?
Only elite Spartan commanders carry these seals, those in charge of entire forts. They'd all die before parting with them. So bring me the seals as proof that they're dead.
Where can I find them?
The Spartans have been making inroads into Athenian territory, taking over forts that once belonged to us. Make them pay for every inch.
What's your strategy?
Whatever it takes to protect Athenian lives and kill Spartans.
That's not what I meant. What's your personal strategy?
My career is none of your business. Know that I don't seek much. Only proper recognition of my strategic brilliance.
You've told me enough. I'll get your seals for you, General.
Alrighty, so let's call up our trusty companion so we can actually locate our target. He does appear to be over on the right-hand side, so of course we're going to kind of utilize some of our assassin abilities that we've been working so hard to perfect over the last several months. And of course we're going to be climbing all the way up to the tippy top here. Now, of course, we could definitely sneak up behind him, or we could use some of our archery abilities, and I think I'm actually going to go for this. However, if we do that, that means we should be able to hit him once more, and then I'm obviously going to need to get over to him relatively quickly. Alright, so once again, let's call up our trusty companion so we can actually locate our target. It looks like we have a lot of military presence. At the moment, it looks like we have a little bit of a skirmish or something going on down there, so everybody is a little preoccupied. Not really seeing a whole lot of military on the wall, but we actually do have one of our targets a lot closer. So I think we're going to go for this gentleman, unless he decides all of a sudden that he needs to go into the water for absolutely no reason and take a shower. He looks pretty healthy, so I think we shouldn't have to worry so much about that. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I was really expecting that to do a lot more damage than it did, but nonetheless, we'll actually get down to him before very long. Doesn't quite look like he understands what just happened, so he's actually on the run at the moment. There is a lot of military over there, so it's looking like, unfortunately, we're going to have to really get ourselves into some combat, but we should be able to kind of go back and forth. Alright, so again, we're going to call up our trusty companion and see if we can locate where everybody's at. Looks like a lot of military over in this central part over here, so we're really going to need to be careful of that. Might actually venture over to the left-hand side and see if there's an easier way to get in there outside of just simply running in the front gate.
This area will be well defended.
Now, it does look like we do have a dead tree over here, so of course we're going to utilize that, and we'll swing all the way around so that we can hopefully come up behind everybody. We do need to be a little bit careful because obviously if we let everybody know that we're here, they may actually go light that, and if they light that, that does make our life a lot more difficult than it otherwise needs to be. Now, I'm hoping that these guys over here will continue straight if they happen to turn over here. Unfortunately, it looks like they might be going over to the central part, but I'm mainly interested in that gentleman that's level 31 all the way over there. I'm going to try to utilize some of these objects to kind of break line of sight just a little bit. Obviously, we have a guy over here, which happens to be kind of snacking away, but unfortunately he's going to do a front flip and he's going to kind of go to bed. Now we could sneak inside of here and possibly go over to that guy, but that doesn't really seem to be the optimal thing to do. It is a good thing that during this time period, people obviously don't really have the ability to see out of their peripherals very well. Unfortunately, that was not quite the plan. However, we might still be able to make this work by going for an assassination on this guy. Unfortunately, it does not give me the ability, so we have alerted pretty much everybody to our presence. So let's quickly get rid of this guy and get out of this fort before the entire Spartan army comes over to us.
Goddess of war and wisdom, does it please you, I wonder, to watch your city on the verge of battle? Do you have my seals yet?
Yes, I have the seals for you.
This will show those idiots in the assembly we're making progress. Interested in getting rid of more polemachoses for me?
I'm interested.
I'm impressed with your work.
Did you expect any less?
I had hoped, but hiring you was a gamble.
Most things in life are.
I am perhaps a bit more willing to gamble than my fellow generals would like.
If you take no risks, you win no wars.
Exactly. How is it a mercenary understands this when the greatest generals of Athens don't?
I am not sure whether I should feel flattered or insulted.
The Spartans are trying to find our supply lines. We've caught several spies already. We cannot afford such a loss.
Not if you want to keep your troops alive, no.
I need you to kill more of their commanders. Leave their hoplites without leadership. They'll be scrambling.
Are you sure? Spartans are fierce warriors.
Warriors, yes. Thinkers, no. They react like wild animals. Put them in a situation that requires genuine thought, and they fall apart. Kill the commanders and bring me their seals. We'll see how the other generals react to that.
I'll get you your seals.
The sooner the better.
What do you think of the Spartans?
If you were to ask General Neon that, he'd tell you they were mindless brutes. That's half true. They have a base sort of cunning. It shouldn't be enough to withstand Athenian might. Assuming the other generals make intelligent decisions instead of stalling.
You do know I'm of Spartan birth.
You're more skilled than the average Spartan. In time, you might even manage Athenian citizenship.
The true pinnacle of success.
Of course. I wish I had more say over our naval forces. What I could do to the Spartans then.
Have you held this command for long?
I've been a general in the army for a long time. I made some mistakes in my early days, but I more than made up for them after. Still, everyone attributes my victories to luck, never to my own decisions.
I see how that could be frustrating.
Other men take credit for my victories. Cautious men who cause needless deaths by overlooking opportunities. You know what happens to a general who loses his reputation? Who gets blamed for the loss of Athenian lives?
Nothing good.
He dies. So I will do everything to preserve Athenian lives. Maybe one day, I'll even get credit for my accomplishments.
Why do you need these seals?
I need those seals to shove in the faces of the assembled generals, to get them to wake up. While they've been debating and stalling, I've been winning the war.
I know what I have to do.